Good morning, everyone. I just want to take a few minutes to go over what the expectations are for warm-ups because there are some common errors being made, and so this is just a way that we can sort of regroup and format everything the same way, and it'll make things easier for you to keep track and things easier for me to grade and keep track of as well. So this little short video will cover warm-up expectations and the way I want you to format your warm-ups. So every day we do a warm-up, you already know that. There's pretty much only two rules. The first one is that you're ready when the bell rings. This doesn't mean that you're sitting in your desk when the bell rings. It means that when the bell rings, you're sitting in your desk with paper and pencil out and quiet and ready to go. Okay, the second rule is that you write for the whole time. So I usually give you about 5 minutes to do your warm-ups. You need to write that whole time. I have a prompt for you on the board, but the purpose of warm-up is just to get you in the mode of school and in the habit of thinking about literature or thinking about what we're doing. So if the warm-up, the prompt that I have for you on the board is not inspiring you enough to write for 5 minutes, that's okay. I still want you to write. Just write whatever you're thinking. If it makes you think of something else about the book or something else that we studied a few weeks ago, or makes you think of something that happened to you in your personal life, that's fine. I want you to write for the whole 5 minutes, no matter what, no excuses. Okay? So here's how I want you to start formatting your warm-ups. And this is for two reasons. One is so that you can keep track of how many warm-ups you're doing and remember when to turn them in. And the second one is so that when I have warm-ups, I can tell what they are because you guys are not labeling them, so I can't really tell where one warm-up starts and one ends, and I can't really tell which week it's for. So these are just some things I want to start doing so that everything is formatted the same and works great. So from now on, every Monday, you're going to start your warm-up sheet for the week, okay? The first thing I want you to do is to put your name in the top right corner. Do not put it down here in big letters and circle it and then put a square around it and do the little lines, okay? I'm getting a lot of that. Don't do that because then when I'm flipping through the paper or the stack of papers, I don't see your name, okay? Put it in the top right corner and move on, all right? The next thing I want you to do is on Mondays, or at least the first day of the week that we do warm-ups, I'll have on the PowerPoint or on the board which week of school it is. So for instance, this is week 18, so you need to put week 18 or whatever week it is, okay? Now, every day that we do warm-ups, I want you to put the date in the left margin. So whatever the date is, I want you to put that, okay? And then you're going to write your warm-up, okay? And each warm-up should take at least a third of the page, I would think, if you're writing for a whole 5 minutes, okay? So I want a good at least third of the page filled out each day, okay? Then after each warm-up, I want you to draw one straight line across your paper to let me know that you're done with that warm-up and moving on to the next one. Now let's say that you're absent for a day and we did a warm-up. You need to find out from your friends if we did a warm-up, and if we did do a warm-up, you have to write excused absence, okay? You don't have to make up the warm-up, but if you do not write excused absence, then I'm not excusing you from it, okay? Because I can't go through my grade book and make sure that and see if you were absent. Why does this person only have 2 warm-ups when we did 5 this week? It's your responsibility to put excused absence. And it's going to be more and more important that you do that because I'm going to start increasing the point value for warm-ups. So from now on, every day that we do warm-ups, each warm-up will be worth 5 points. Okay? So if we do a warm-up every single day, that's a potential 25 points. If you're gone for half of the week, you're losing half the points if you don't write excused absence. All right, so those 5 points will be for the 5 minutes. You should be able to write about a sentence a minute. If they're long compound sentences, obviously it's going to be different. I'll be the judge of that. But just make sure that you are doing your warm-ups this way. It'll make things so much easier and we'll be a little bit more organized as a class.